to me, it's all right there for silver. I mean, how the hell we're going to get through this thing without having some kind of massive short squeeze? I have no idea. We have everything in place here. Okay, you can see people. I can see people coming in. They're going to come in, and you see the fight going on every day in the COMEX.
Yeah.
And who's selling it? Well, we know who's selling it, for God's sake. The guy who's trying to protect his short position.
Right.
A silver short squeeze is imminent, and when it begins, it will wipe out millions of dollars in short positions, force Bullan Banks to change their investment strategy, and end their constant manipulation and suppression of silver and other precious metals. This is the collective stance of precious metals analysts and several iconic investors in the resource sector. For the experts and legendary investors, this is the perfect macroeconomic, geopolitical, and market setup for a silver squeeze, and the probability of it starting in the very near future is astronomically high. During a recent discussion with Craig Hemke on the Sprott Money YouTube channel, Sprott Money owner and chairman Eric Sprott, a Canadian billionaire and former fund manager, discusses the potential for a coming silver short squeeze, pointing out that this is the perfect environment for such to happen. According to Sprott, not only is the economy of the United States, the global superpower, in complete disarray at the moment, but new powers are also rising in different parts of the world, particularly to the east, to challenge the West's dominance. This is very appealing for precious metals investors like Eric Sprott, because these growing powers are buying gold and silver at a most unprecedented pace. Another reason for Eric's bullish sentiments on silver is the metal's growing supply deficit and increasing demand, first from the solar panel industry and now from Samsung's super battery technology, which experts estimate will require more than 15,000 tons of silver annually. During his discussion with Hemke, Eric notes that the build-up to this moment started years ago, and now everything is about to change for silver prices forever. We will present clips from the discussion about silver, the macro environment, and why Eric strongly believes a silver short squeeze is imminent. Please watch to the end, share and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications bell for more videos. We appreciate your support and hope you enjoy the video.
For example, I was going to talk about Michael Oliver, who you've interviewed many times.
Yeah.
And
great.
I love his work. Okay.
Great.
And Michael's doesn't mess around here. He's a big picture guy.
Yep.
And he's sitting there thinking, gold when it rallies goes up by 800% from the bottom to the top. Did it in 2000 to 2011.
Are you optimistic, for strong prices into year end?
Well, of course, the dollar's been weak. And the dollar's been weak because I think the world realizes we have a debt problem in the United States and a spending problem in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even recognize, 200 trillion of unrecognized liabilities, Social Security and Medicare. Like, come on.
Inconvenient.
Like I've always said ever since 2000, that in my mind, the U.S. was broke, has been broke because of all these unfunded obligations. And no one ever talks about it. No one ever deals with it.
Right.
Well, someday you're going to have to deal with it, right? And there's going to be some big surprise to a lot of people who maybe won't get their Social Security or they won't get the health care they're looking for. I think I saw Goldman Sachs just pay a fine for manipulating, I think it was palladium. Now, you and I wouldn't have known about it, but that was announced 2 days ago.
I didn't even see
that. They paid
that.
a fine it was a small fine.
Sure.
It was probably like 30 to 50 million or something.
Yeah, what'd they make? 500 million?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or how much did the clients not make that they should have made? That's the bigger issue, right?
Yeah.
How much are those silver owners being denied what they should have made by having their eyes and ears wide open?
The manipulation and suppression of the metals market by the so-called Bullan Banks and other large financial institutions is a tale as old as time. Late last month, two Bullan Banks, Goldman Sachs and HSBC, and two other companies, BASF, a German chemical company, and London-based ICBC Standard Bank, agreed to pay $20 million to settle a long-standing platinum and palladium price-fixing antitrust class action lawsuit. The firms were slapped with a lawsuit in 2014 with claims that they manipulated the prices of palladium and platinum between January 1st, 2008 and November 30th, 2014 by sharing confidential consumer data, anticipating pricing adjustments, and initiating fraudulent spoof orders. According to claims filed by the plaintiffs, who were buyers of both metals and related futures contracts, these activities that allegedly benefited the banks negatively impacted the prices of platinum and palladium, The lawsuit is similar to the DOJ's case against JP Morgan for the manipulation of the gold and silver market between 2008 and 2016, for which the bank agreed to pay almost $1 billion in fines in 2020. Despite these pesky lawsuits and slap-on-the-wrist fines, the manipulation of the metals market is still very popular among these bullion banks. But Eric Sprott says the end is near. When it finally happens, he believes these metals will be finally free to assume their true value, and investors will benefit greatly. However, he cautions that there is a risk of government confiscation when the big moment finally occurs. Let's get back to the interview.
Well, you have to worry about it. The world's not fair, as we well know. We see that almost every day that we wake up. And of course, the governments run the show. They're the bigger part of the population. They're almost a bigger part of the vote now.
Yeah.
You know, the people who work for the government or supply to the government.
Right.
So anything can happen here. I think what you have to imagine is, like, for example, me, I thought, okay, I just have some gold and silver out of the system. Some out of the system. You can't get it all out because you're in the system. But that's one of the reasons that I think gold and silver are so valuable now. Yeah. You can take them out of you don't have to own the crap currency, okay, that goes down and is really worthless, quite frankly. Mm-hmm. You can own gold and silver. Gold, record high, funny thing, goes up 8% a year, almost without fail, on average. 8%. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And it's steady, and you can get it out of the system. And of course, you and I probably did speak about the book, The Great Awakening, that tells you that all your assets in the bank are not yours.
Yeah, they're not yours. Yeah.
You think you have security, you don't.
Right.
So you got to have it out of the banking system if you really want to contemplate the worst.
Yeah.
And you do have to give some possible credence to that, right? And you know that look at some of the suggestions we're witnessing from Kamala Harris. I mean, my God, where's this coming from? I don't know if it will get embodied quickly. There's no doubt that the sentiment for it is all there, right? And those countries that are involved, I mean, they're the ones that are doing all the buying of gold and silver. India, China, the Asian countries, whether or not they officially back the currency, the fact is, I think most of them made the decision, we don't like the dollar, which is the reserve currency, and we're going to put our money in the gold.
Yeah.
And all the free democracies don't do it, but everybody else does do it, whether you're in Turkey or Venezuela or, you know, some weird country that Poland is the big buyer of gold these days.
Yep.
So, yeah, I know the trend is well in place. I don't know when they might spring it on us, but it's entirely possible. I mean, we're going to have a debt crisis. We can't pay this debt back. And God forbid that interest rates back up for some strange reason.
How about a year-end price of gold? You got any ideas?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping it could get to 3,000 by year end, and I hope that silver has a good shot at 50 by year end. Okay. And I'm saying that really in response to what Michael Oliver, who I think has been very, very, very good on these prices. Okay, and he's suggesting they're at a time where they should accelerate fast here now. Yeah, you can see people. I can see people coming in. They're going to come in, and you see the fight going on every day in the COMEX. You just see it when you know. The price always goes down fast, but never goes up fast.
Amazing how that works.
Yeah. Why is that?
Stairs
Why are the legs down so fast?
Yeah.
And who's selling it? Well, we know who's selling it, for God's sake. The guy who's trying to protect his short position.
Right.
Someday they'll get blown out.
$3,000 in gold and $50 in silver by the end of the year. This is Eric Sprott's conservative predictions for both precious metals before the debt crisis and the silver short squeeze begin, possibly as soon as 2025. Following the analysis of experts like Michael Oliver, Eric sees gold rising as high as $8,000 when the rush begins, which will immediately propel silver prices to hundreds of dollars in no time. Do you agree that we are close to the big moment for both metals when the constant manipulation of prices will no longer be possible and each asset will be able to assume its true value? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this video and want more like this, please subscribe to the channel, activate the notifications bell, and check out our other videos on gold, silver, other metals and commodities, and the overall US economy. We appreciate the support and hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.